Hello everybody, welcome to another Scratch tutorial. This is the second part on how to make a joystick game in Scratch. For the first two halves, we created a simple circle that can move around in a larger circle. We also have boundaries so that our circle cannot go any further than what it's meant to. And also when we let go, it glides back to the center. But our joystick doesn't really do anything. What I want to do is make a player. So first, we want to find which angle we're pointing in. So I'm going to make a new block named Find Directions. I'm going to do Run Without Screen Refresh. And I'm going to add 4 inputs: X, Y, X2, and Y2. And click OK, and there it is. I'm actually going to rename this because we will be doing something else with it. So instead of find direction, how about just init, like that. Init stands for initialize. And I'm going to drag out our init block. And in our inputs, over here we want to do start X and start Y, then mouse X and mouse Y. And this will actually be a little bit similar to our distance algorithm. Anyways, I'm going to drag this block down here. So now I'm going to go and make a variable direction. So set direction to, and there is an algorithm to find the direction that we are pointing in. Grab this block out and change the abs of to an atan. Now grab a divided operator out and put it there. Now I'm going to drag in 2 minuses. This first one will be x2 minus x, and the next one will be y2 minus y. And as you can see, that method already works quite effectively. We can now find the direction. However, there are a couple problems with it. But before I get to that, there are way too many decimals. So I'm actually going to round this. And now it's a solid number. So you may notice the problem that whenever you go backwards, it actually goes inverse, replicating the top. So what we want to do is grab an if then else over here. And we're only going to do this if y2 is greater than y. If not, then I'm going to do this. Except drag out a mod block and then a plus block. This will be plus 180 and mod 360. Put this in here and put that all in there. As you can see, our direction works properly. We can now go around the circle. However, for some reason, when we get to 90, it does the opposite side. And when we get to the other side, instead we get 90. So I'm going to grab out another if then else, and I'm going to put this in the else. Now I'm going to drag in yet another if then else over here. And I'm sort of going to move these blocks around so that they won't get in the way. So over here, if x2 equals x, and now if x2 is greater than x, so if x2 is greater than x, then set direction to 90, else set direction to minus 90. Let's try it now. So when we get to 90, 90 is still 270. If x is 270. That's still 90. If x2 equals x, that means that maybe they're not equal by decimals, so I'm going to try rounding x2. No? Still 270. Hold on a sec. I'm going to figure out the problem. I figured out my problem. So instead of y2 equals y, I accidentally did x2 equals x. And then this won't affect it because in the if then else, we did x2 greater than x. And it'll be in the center, so it won't be greater or less than, so that script won't even activate. So really nothing would happen there. But anyways, I found my bug. So yeah, change this to y2 equals y. Now if I go to 90, we properly get 90, just like how we want. And if we go to minus 90, we successfully get minus 90. So our direction algorithm seems to be working. Now with this code, we want to figure out how much the player wants to change its positions. However, we don't always want to initialize. We only want to initialize when the mouse is down. So I'm going to get this init block and put it over here. And to reset our character, wait, hold on. We don't want to put it in there. We don't want any ors or ands. I'm just want to do if mouse down equals true, then this. Then do this. So I'm going to put this at the end of our script right there. And also so that the player doesn't restart just going in the direction that you used to. When we reset, we want to reset the direction as well. So let's try that. So it's 0. Can't move now. When that happens, then it's just completely hidden. And it's not even finding the direction. So let's see. Actually, you know what? I am going to put the init block up over here. Let's see it. So it's 0. Okay. And there we go. We can find the direction easily. Okay, so that works. So what I want to do now is make 2 more variables. Change x and change y. Now, up in the reset block, I'm going to reset the change x and change y back to the center. Now change x by the sign of direction. Now change y by the cos of direction. Let's try this out. As you can see, the joystick now sort of controls the variables so that we can scroll. Okay. So I'm gonna get the draw circle down even more. Anyways, I also want the speed of the player to be judged by how far out our thing is in. So what we want to do is grab out a multiplier, then a divide, wait, no. Hold on. Take a divide. Yeah, times divide. Just like that. Now I'm going to duplicate it and put the cos in. So put 10 in the end of each divider. And you want to multiply it by distance, which we are going to initialize in a bit. And then put radius in each of these. And that's how you make it change by the distance. And to find the distance, we're just going to duplicate this. And I'm going to find the distance over here. Wait, hold on. I'm going to put this in an if. We only want to judge if mouse down equals true. And I guess maybe over here. Let's try that. Now we can judge it in any place. That. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to do one more thing. Grab a divided by 10, duplicate it, so I'm gonna put these each in here. Now, as you can see, we're actually starting to get some real gameplay with our joystick. Like that. So we're changing the values. However, I don't really want all of these decimals. It's kind of hard to read. So I'm going to set change x to, and then I'm going to set change y to, round, round, change x, and change y. Now, as you can see, all of the numbers Hold on, no. We do not want to do that. Never mind. Because we're waiting until we change by a value more than 1 in that case. So, yeah. Anyways, now that we've done our initializing, I'm going to hide our variables and then render the player. Now, the render player is probably going to be the easiest block in this entire thing. So here's all that we need to do. Make a block, render, player, and I'm going to add 2 inputs, x, y, and I'm going to run without screen refresh. And I'm going to render player right here. This is going to be change x and change y. And here's all that we need to do in render player. Pen up. Go to x, change x, change y, and then pen down and pen up. Now I'm going to set the pen brightness to 0. And I'm gonna set the pen size to probably twice the size of the joystick, which happens to be 24. I'm not gonna do 48. How about just 40? Let's see that. There it is. We've got our player. And we can control it with the joystick. And it can also change speeds depending on how far out it is. So yeah, this player is really nice. I'm gonna set the pen size to maybe only 35. Yeah, I think that's better. However, I think the character is a bit too slow. So I'm gonna change the number in this divider to 5 only to make it twice as fast. Now, as you can see, the player moves twice as fast as before. However, now I think it's a bit too fast. I'm sorry. So I'm going to change it to 7.5, which is in the middle of 5 and 10. I think I like this one. It's barely moving right now. But as you can see, you have a really nice joystick all in pen. And it's a really good system too. It took us like 214 blocks in total to make this. But anyways, that is how you make a joystick game part 2. In the next tutorial, we're gonna make it into a real game. Anyways, thank you for watching part 2 of how to make a joystick. Remember, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.